Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to another video today. My name is Chris, and today we're once again taking a look at SB360 Capital Partners LLC. So as you guys can see, we got a total of 6 Sears stores and 1 Kmart, that's 7. And then we have the Sears store currently liquidating at the Triangle Town Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. So we are going to break down this whole list for you guys, and we're going to tell you which locations are closing first and what's closing second. So we're going to go from west to east on the map of the United States of America, and we're going to start in the wonderful state of Actually, no, not the state of California. We're going to actually start at the Sears store in the Queen Kahamahu Center in Kalahui, Hawaii. So that is the first Sears store that we are going to look at. So Sears, Hawaii. And again, this is one of 6 Sears and Roebuck stores that will be shutting down on Sunday, November 14th, 2021. Again, they are starting liquidation sales pretty soon. There are separate videos for all 6 of them, but this is a more so of a recap video. If you would like to watch the videos for the previous stores, you can actually go check them out on my YouTube channel, and you guys can see that I did make ones for individuals. This is going to be very quickly addressing, not really addressing necessarily, but going over the location by location by location by location, just as a refresher and to catch everyone up to speed of which locations are going to be closing between October and November. So this is the Sears store at the Queen Kahamahu Center in Kalahui, Hawaii. This is the last Transform Co. and Sears store within the state of Hawaii, and after this closure there will no longer be a single Sears nor a Kmart in Hawaii. The closest thing will be the Kmart in Guam. So this Sears store will be no more after Sunday, November 14th, 2021, and that date is subject to change, depending on how much merchandise gets liquidated by SB360 Capital Partners, LLC. So another Sears store, or the last Sears store rather, in Kalamu in Hawaii is unfortunately closing. So a lot of states are losing their last single Sears store. Hawaii is unfortunately one of them. So anyways, let's go back to maps real quick. So the next Sears store that we're going to be taking a look at is the Sears store at the, what's it called? The Stonewood Center in Downey, California. So Stonewood Center Sears. And that should lead us right to that one. Yep. So this is in Downey, California. This is one of 2 in Los Angeles that are currently closing. Again, this is just more of a review video, just to catch everyone up to speed, because I know these closings have literally been trickling in, but there's going to be no more closings announced today. So now that I have all the stores together, I am now making this recap video just to catch everyone up to speed and quickly addressing which locations are going to be closing on Sunday, November 14th, 2021. So this is the Sears store at the Stonewood Center in Downey, California. So the only 2 remaining left in the Los Angeles area will be the Sears store at the Burbank Town Center in Burbank, California, and the Sears store at the Whitwood Town Center in Whittier, California. So the next Sears store that is unfortunately closing is the Sears in Pasadena, California. Another Sears store that is unfortunately closing, and I'm actually just recently uploaded this video. This is again at the Hastings Ranch Plaza in Pasadena, California. And after this one and the store at the Stonewood Center in Downey, California, there will only be 4 non-liquidating Sears stores left within the state of California. So definitely sad to see a lot of these stores going. Lots of people are going to be losing their jobs, sadly, at these stores, but it's definitely significant. Some developers are going to have to come up with plans to reinvent the spaces, and hopefully those people that actually lost their job in the Sears stores can actually reapply for new jobs still inside within the same building that Sears once was. So the Sears store, once again at the Hastings Ranch Plaza in Pasadena, California, will be shutting down on Sunday, November 14th, 2021. Okay, so the next store that we're going to be going to is the Sears store at the Woodfield Mall in Schaumburg, Illinois. This is definitely quite a shocker. This was also announced today. I kind of knew about it yesterday, but I rather waited appropriately for an article to come out. So again, this was the largest Sears store, and this was at the Woodfield Mall in Schaumburg, Illinois. So Simon is now expected to probably completely redevelop anything that was existing of the Sears. There's also has an auto center too. I'm not going to view the auto center because it's within the video, so you guys are just going to have to go check it out. If you guys just want the special dedicated videos for each particular location that just announced that they were closing, I figured let's highlight them in a special video that really just dedicates all of them to have their own special video. So again, this is part of the Sears in Schaumburg, Illinois, the last one within the state of Illinois. No more Sears stores in Illinois. After Sunday, November 14th, 2021. So another sad casualty. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so the next one that we're going to hit is the Sears store at the, what's it called? This is number 2. Let's go to the Sears at the Colonial Park Mall in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Another Sears store that was announced yesterday that it's going to be closing, unfortunately. Again, liquidation sales are starting either today or tomorrow, and this store will be closing Sunday, November 14th, 2021. So again, this is the last Sears store outside of Philadelphia that is now closed, or outside of the Delaware Valley, Philadelphia metropolitan area, and it is now closing, unfortunately. Final day once again, Sunday, November 14th, 2021. Okay, so the other Sears store that is, well, actually, let me see real quick. Okay, so the next Sears store that is expected to be shutting down is the Sears store, and this is a huge loss. It's the Sears store in Brooklyn, New York, that is shutting down. The one on Beverly Road in the Flatbush neighborhood of Brooklyn, New York. This is a very sad loss. Probably the biggest blow out of the 6 has to be the Sears Roebuck & Co. in Brooklyn, New York. This has been a staple since 1932. This is a huge loss for the neighborhood, and this is definitely significant. It's been here since 1932. I'm sure it's a historical landmark, so hopefully they'll keep the sign and maybe they'll put some kind of apartments in it. It would be nice to see this building be redeveloped and repurposed as a different purpose. So yeah. So anyways, the other closing that is happening, unfortunately, so that's the one in Brooklyn, New York. So before we go up to White Plains, the additional Sears store that is shutting down, and this is on Sunday, October 10th, 2021, is at the Triangle Town Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. I know it's not closing today, but I figured I would just highlight it anyway because this store will be closing next month. Again, this is the Sears store at the Triangle Town Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. It was not announced today. It was announced back in August of 2021, and this store will be shutting down on Sunday, October 10th, 2021. And also too, if I didn't mention the Kmart inside the if I did not mention it, the Kmart inside the Sears in Brooklyn is also closing as well. And we do have a Kmart closure. That's right, the Kmart store at the Crossroads Shopping Center in White Plains, New York is also closing as well. Now, you might be asking yourselves, what makes this closure very significant? And that's a very good question. This is the last Kmart store within the United States of America to have a Little Caesars pizza restaurant inside the actual store. So that's what makes this closure definitely significant, and probably one of the only Kmarts that I know that physically that sells New York lottery tickets. So the Little Caesars will be no more inside this Kmart. I don't know if they're going to put another Little Caesars in White Plains. They might, but Little Caesars will be no more for the Kmart in White Plains, New York. Though this is the last Kmart store in the Hudson Valley region of New York State, the closest one after this closes is actually the Kmart in Westwood, New Jersey, which actually is probably about a 40-minute drive between the two. So this is another loss, another casualty. Again, this used to be the Caldor store, which opened, and then this opened as Kmart in like 1999, 2000. So another very significant loss, and the Little Caesars being no more, of course. So, anyways, so guys, that should be it for all of the closures that are currently going on. So we did the freestanding store in Brooklyn, New York. We did the Queen Ka'amau Center in Kalakaui, Hawaii. The Woodfield Mall in Schaumburg, Illinois. And the Colonial Park Mall in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Hastings Ranch Plaza in Pasadena, California. And Stonewood Center in Downey, California. And again, we'll go through the list one more time. So, the Sears store at the Stonewood Center in Downey, California. The Sears store at the Hastings Ranch Plaza in Pasadena, California. The Sears store at the Queen Ka'amau Center in Kalakaui, Hawaii. The Sears store at the Woodfield Mall in Schaumburg, Illinois. The Sears store at the Triangle Town Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. The Kmart and Sears store at the Flatbush neighborhood of Brooklyn in Brooklyn, New York. The Kmart store at the Crossroads Shopping Center in White Plains, New York. And the Sears store at the Colonial Park Mall in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And again, if we break it down, so these four up this way and these four down this way will be closing Sunday, November 14th, 2021, and the Sears store at the Triangle Town Center in Raleigh, North Carolina will be closing Sunday, October 10th, 2021. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be linking in the video description below the list for SB360 Capital Partners LLC to give to so that you guys can see the information on which stores are closing. So, anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this video, and that will be it.